Yo, 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 man. We back with another one, man. It's Stay Tuned Live. Damn you two Sports Talk. It's Ralph, JB, Ron, the usual crew. We back
Yes,
with another
sir.
episode. Like I said, I
Yeah.
lost track of what number we on, but
I know.
we
I
pumping them, we
forgot
pushing
to.
them out there. We pushing them out there, man. We getting
It's a
them out
lot
there
of them.
each and every week. But what's up, fellas? What's going on, man? How was y'all's fourth?
Man, chilling. I had to work, so I'm good though.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. This heat is a MF, man. This
yeah,
heat is a
you ain't,
motherfucker, boy.
you ain't
This,
had to yoke nobody up, did you, Jay?
Nah.
Oh,
Everybody was cool. There's a lot of drunk people, but they was light drunks. It was nothing crazy.
they
okay.
call him Debo.
Nah, man.
They was drunk in there.
Nah. I mean, yeah, they tried to get a little. They make that little pruno or whatever.
Oh,
But
okay. Like they
yeah,
moonshine, they make that shit
yeah.
like
But
that.
then we was getting people that came in that was drunk.
Oh, you got
And
arrested
y'all
when
let
Trina
them
came in.
slip her
Yeah,
off.
it was a lot of them. But you know what I'm saying? We had them in the inside too, though. But yeah, it was people that came in that the highway patrol was pulling over.
DUIs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, well, glad ain't nobody else go in there. But it was a lot of shit been going on
Mm-hmm.
in the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
just a lot of shit going on, period. But I think the one blockbuster that shocked everybody, because it shocked the hell out of me. Um, But it shocked me, but it didn't. It shocked me to the point where it's like I didn't know that's where he was going. I
Well,
figured he would get moved, but I didn't know Jalen Brown would get um moved to the Sixers. I don't know if it's just me or do it just seem like Boston and Jalen Brown had some friction for a while now, and it just got to the point where Jalen Brown did what Boston didn't expect him to do, and it kind of rubbed them the wrong way because it's almost like he proved them wrong. Because for the longest, it just felt like Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown was battling to see whose team it is.
well,
Everybody was already saying it was Jason Tatum's team, but Jalen Brown was doing enough to where it could have been his team.
well,
So now that Tatum is out, and everybody was viewing Tatum as the franchise guy, the face of the team, the number one guy, this, that, and third. So now that Tatum misses 90% of the season with that, Achilles, torn Achilles that he suffered last year in the playoffs, Jalen Brown took the team to a 2 seed in the
mm-hmm.
East, right? During the
Mm-hmm.
season, which everybody thought that the Celtics was going to be, washed out, probably a play-in team or to get it battling anyway in the playoffs. But Jalen Brown carried the team to a 2 seed. Jalen Brown was an MVP candidate. Arguably at a point this season, he should have been the front runner to win the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So he averaged damn near 30. I think it was 29 to be exact, 29, 75 to be exact, damn near 50% shooting from the
Mm-hmm.
field. He was all NBA player. And even though you lost in the playoffs to the Sixers, which is the team that he got traded to, which is crazy,
Mm-hmm.
they went 7 games in the first round, lost to the Sixers. Jason Tatum did not play game 7. And I just think that Jalen Brown proved the Boston Celtics, he proved himself right and proved them wrong. Like he can carry a team, he can be a number one option. And he
Well,
showed them that this year. And I guess it outshined the Golden Boy or their Golden Boy and Jason Tatum. Because you
well,
notice that Jason Tatum didn't speak up when the trade went down. Ain't no way in the hell Jason Tatum didn't know that Jalen Brown got traded. You know what I'm saying? He
mm-hmm.
couldn't
Right.
have found out the same way we did. He had to know that some inside source from within the organization had to tell him Jalen Brown is on his way out. So, and for Jason Tatum not to say nothing, like it kind of make me feel like Jason Tatum was want him gone, glad that he gone. I
Well,
mean, that was because when the playoffs, when OKC lost, and everybody was talking about the Thunder need to trade Chet Holmgren. Soon as people was talking about that, SGA in the post game interview told him, "No, we need Chet Holmgren."
well,
I feel like that's what Jason Tatum should have been saying to Jalen Brown. Like, no, we need Jalen Brown.
I,
Right.
I, me personally, I think Jalen, I mean Tatum he ain't gonna cause no problems if you catch my drift. You know what I mean? He don't want the backlash. He ain't want to be all in the videos. He ain't want none of that smoke. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna be over here. Yeah, you my boy. All right. I'm gonna be quiet. By the time you leave, I'll be talking again. On some Debo shit.
Yeah.
Okay. But I really think this is what I don't understand. This team just beat Boston. Why are you going to trade him to the Sixers? The 76ers? What I don't understand to save my life.
The team
Why
that just
you
beat
gonna-
you.
I don't know. If me personally, I wouldn't have traded him nowhere in the East unless it was a bottom feeder team that probably wasn't gonna make the playoffs.
Right.
You know, or I would have just sent him out west. Because if you send him out west, you're not gonna play him. When you play him, it ain't gonna really matter until you get to the
Right.
finals. Because you know, Eastern Conference and Western Conference teams don't play each other in the playoffs until it's the NBA Finals. So
Right. But it like, why would I help this team, my rivalry, to get better? I don't understand that.
I don't know, man. It seemed to me like Brad Stevens is now operating off of feelings instead of actual business. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's some friction that's been going on between Jaylen Brown and Brad Stevens, who is now in the front office. And I think this might stem back from when Brad Stevens was coaching them. So I don't understand why. Well, first of all, if I was Jaylen Brown, I would have requested a trade when I found out they were trying to trade me for
The
Giannis.
Greek tweet.
Yeah,
That, when that came out, because remember it was a package deal. The Bucks wanted a lot of pieces and draft picks, and I guess, in my opinion, Boston said, "You know what? We got Jaylen Brown over here too. Y'all to have him too." And they almost signed. They almost got that deal done. What I was told.
yeah.
But at the last minute, the Greek Freak said, "Y'all not gonna give me a new contract or nothing."
Well, he
And
wanted 3 years, but they were only
Right.
willing to sign him 2.
right. So
Extension.
he was like, "Nah, I don't want to be here." So that right there already told Jaylen Brown, "Yeah, dog, you need to get the fuck on."
But it's crazy how they were just ready to throw him away. I mean, not throw away, but they were just ready to trade him away
What?
after the season he just had. He just
Right.
carried the team to the number 2 seed in the East, being in the MVP talk, all NBA player averaging damn near 30, shooting damn near 50% from the field, and you just threw him in the trade like he was
It was
nothing.
nothing.
And then it backfired on Boston because they didn't even get Giannis.
Right.
So now how you think that makes Jaylen Brown feel? And then after you didn't get Giannis, you still was trying to trade Jaylen Brown. I guess to save face, to make it seem like you really was trying to trade Jaylen Brown to cover up the fact that you did, or just like I said, save face from you not landing Giannis. But I don't know what Brad Stevens is thinking.
But
of doing.
still, they don't even know if Tatum healthy or not. Remember, it take almost 2 years to come back from what he got. 2 years now. So it been what, a year? Almost.
Yeah, it's been a year because he hurt it in the playoffs last year.
So you don't know if the Golden Goose ready yet. But you're gonna trade your other MVP. Okay.
But then I guess they thinking too. I'm just trying to balance it out and figure, how they was thinking or what they was thinking about. Maybe they was thinking like, we already know Jason Tatum is gonna be our guy. He the franchise guy. He our number one. He's our guy. So we gonna get him back. So looking at the type of season that Jaylen Brown had, an MVP caliber season, which he was an MVP candidate. He averaged damn near 30. Like I said, he was an All NBA player this season. Shot damn near 50% from the field. Carried the Boston Celtics to a 2 seed when a lot of people thought their season was gonna be just washed without Tatum, but it wasn't. So maybe they were selling high on Jaylen Brown. But what Boston kept doing was slightly lowering his value. Not that he lowered his value because of his play, but Boston was doing that when they kept, mentioning him amongst Jaylen Brown. Why are you putting them two against each other and they're on the same team? Why the hell are you doing that? Like, what about Jason Tatum are you trying to make so much better than Jaylen Brown is if Jaylen Brown is not on Jason Tatum's level when it comes to that team? Jaylen Brown is on the same level as Jason Tatum when it comes to the Boston Celtics. So why are you trying to play both of them against each other and make one out and not put them on equal level?
But the difference is between those two players, Jaylen Brown will tell you about yourself. Tatum will not say nothing.
So maybe they just don't like the outspoken. And really, Jaylen Brown is not even don't have any off the court issues. He ain't in trouble. He ain't none of that.
Right, but they don't want that. It's like if so many people put dirt on your name and they keep on doing it and they keep on doing it and they keep on doing it, Boston gonna be like, all right, we gotta get him out of here. Why? Because he speak up. He very educated. Yeah. What they say. He very smart. We don't want that around Tatum that don't say nothing.
So we don't want him influencing him to start saying something.
Influence. Taylor could be like, you know what? Brian, you is right about Boston. Fuck Boston. Because it could rub off on Taylor.
Yeah.
Because when you be with people and you got one dude up here and one dude down here, he's going to come up because he's going to see what Brian doing. And Brad Stevens, like, you know what, I don't want that on my team.
So at what point do you think Boston got like that? Because I don't think it was like that when Doc Rivers was coaching them. So look at the players they had on the team. They had KG was on the team, Perk was on the team.
But you gotta understand, Doc Rivers, he to deal with those type of players. Bradley Stevens can't. He can't. Look where Doc Rivers been at in his coaching career. Orlando.
Right.
Clippers. Boston. Milwaukee.
Philly.
And what all those places got in common? Look at the players. Think about the players who are on the team.
Yeah, I know he had to deal with a headache in Ben Simmons.
You had Chris Paul with the Clippers. What some people say. Boston, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rondo.
Was Tony Allen there?
Tony Allen.
Kendrick Perk.
All those pieces, they're going to tell you about yourself. Now, they not there no more. They don't want to go back to that. They don't want the smoke no more. Sometimes you need a pit bull mentality player on your team. And sometimes You might want a player that don't say nothing but just follow my lead.
Yeah, I mean that's just crazy. And then they come out and say they feel like Derek White had a better season. How in the hell did they not watch the same NBA season? Did we watch? Was Derek White an All NBA player? Did
No.
Derek White, was he an MVP candidate this year? Did
No.
he average damn near 30? I mean, I think they saying stuff now just to justify what they did to kind of make people feel like they made the right move,
Right.
Move Jaylen Brown.
They try and figure out, what can we say to get the fans
on our side,
bet on our side
to make what we did justifiable.
Right.
Because you can't come up with a reason, especially when you got back what you got back. Now, if you had a traded Jaylen Brown and got back 5 first-round picks like the Knicks did Mikal Bridges, or I meant 5 first-round picks like the Brooklyn Nets got back for trading Mikal Bridges to the Knicks, plus a player or two. If you had got something back like that, then
we'd be
okay. Damn, you got a haul.
Yeah, damn, you got all this.
Yeah. Okay. So, but to trade them to the Sixers for Paul George and 2 first-round picks, and from my understanding, one of them is it got protection on it.
Yeah.
I got to go back and read it and make sure I got everything right. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but when I understand, one of them picks got some protection on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's damn near like they didn't lose that pick. They got the protection on it.
Well, really, they did because they got Paul Pierce.
I don't know if Paul George's expiring contract or not.
Yeah, Paul George. My bad.
Yeah, I had to double check to see if it's an expiring contract. If it's not, I'm pretty sure the next year will be an expiring contract.
But what I'm saying, you don't know how many games Paul George going to play.
Yeah, because Paul George missed. He got suspended. He only played 37 games this year, I think.
Right. Then he got suspended
for that
pills.
Violating the drug policy in the NBA, the anti-drug policy in the NBA.
So you don't know what Paul Pierce you're gonna get through the year. That's where they fucked up at. You know what Jaylen Brown brought to the table.
Right.
You know what Tatum brought to the going to bring to the table. But you don't know what Paul Pierce is going to bring to the table.
Now I do think Boston's still gonna be a playoff team.
I don't.
I think they can make the playoffs. I don't think they fall to the point where they ain't gonna make the play in and get into the playoffs. They ain't gonna fall that far.
I think the East too damn steep now. You got Washington. You got Detroit still right there. You got.
I don't think Detroit really did nothing.
They got they got somebody. I forgot.
I don't think they signed. They hadn't done enough.
Right.
To get better.
Right.
They lost Tobias Harris, but
right. They ain't nobody.
Then they signed John Collins.
Right. That could be another. John Collins not that bad.
He not, but they need a secondary scorer. John Collins is better when he got a point guard that like to pass out of the pick and roll. Like to me, John Collins was at his best when he was in Atlanta with Trey.
Right.
Running that pick and roll. And Trey could lob it to him. Yeah, right. So he need a point guard like that. Right. And that's not a secondary option to me. You know what I mean? Right. They need another scorer. Like another 22 a games, 22 points a night score. They need that, you know. And they hadn't got that. And then they still hadn't signed Jalen Duran, you know. Right. So he is hinting like he want out, like he want to sign and trade out. You know how bad it's got to be for you to say, I want to sign and trade to the Sacramento Kings.
Not that bad. That bad. If you want to go to the Kings,
that bad. I want to sign and trade to the Sacramento Kings. What the hell is Detroit? What the hell kind of relationship they got going on with him in Detroit to the point where he would rather get a sign and trade to the Sacramento Kings than stay in Detroit.
What I heard, they asked him how much money you want, and he told them the price, and they said no.
Jalen Duran.
What? Huh?
Yeah, Jalen Duran.
No, the dude you just named going to the Kings.
That one talking about Jalen Duran from the Pistons. That wanted,
yeah. He gave them a price, and they were like, nah. I mean, do I blame them? No. Though you do not really do nothing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
What he done in the playoffs?
And this probably the best season he had since being in the league.
Over what? 5 years? 6 years? What?
I don't know how long he been in there. He got to be elite. He got to be in there 4 years.
4 years?
To be eligible for an extension.
Right. So if you have not really done nothing in the playoffs, that the fans or that we could say, damn, he did drop 30, or he did drop 25, or he did get 18 and 15 and 5 assists. If you do not do nothing like that in the playoffs when it counts the most, you really think you deserve that big money contract?
Yeah, he was this is his 4th year. He in the 2020 came in the 2022 draft.
So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with him with that, but if you want to go to the Kings,
that's what I read. He was when it first free agency first hit. He was like you said. He asked for a certain number. Detroit said they didn't want to do it, and that's when he said, "Man, I want to sign and trade to the Sacramento Kings." So I'm only guessing he wanted to go to the Sacramento Kings because they would give him what he wants.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? That the contract would, he
right.
wouldn't be. Then, I can't fault you. Detroit did try to get Austin Reeves, but Austin Reeves was a restricted free agent.
Right.
And they offered, and then the Lakers quickly had to match.
Right.
Keep Austin Reeves. So.
But you got to look at it. If you go to the Kings, you will not be in the playoffs.
Shit, he just probably want his money.
So you go back to what we've been already talking about. Do you want to win championships, or do you want your money?
He don't give a fuck. He want his money, and he'll worry about being on a contender later on. But right now, why he at the age he is and why he at the point he is in his career, he just want his money. He don't give a fuck where he got to go to get it.
Right.
He just want his money. That's all it could be, because ain't no way in the hell you just want to go to Sacramento and think you about to win with all the dysfunctional shit they got going on over there.
They got people trying to get from them.
Yeah.
He even in the comments said he want money.
Yeah. What's up, bro? He just want his money.
I mean, I understand that, but I want to win too.
And then you got to think about it too. You looking at the situation where this season in the playoffs, when they played against Orlando Magic, he got outplayed by Wendell Carter, right? So you look at the situation where he's trying to go to Sacramento. It ain't no fucking pressure in Sacramento. But looking at the type of season,
what up, MTB?
Not in Sacramento.
No, I'm talking about with the teams in the West.
No, I ain't talking about. I'm talking about as far as like winning. Like there's no pressure in Sacramento to win, like it is in Detroit, based off the season Detroit had this past season. Like Detroit is, nobody expected Detroit to be this good this past season. So now they expecting Detroit to build on that and add to the team to get even better and make a deeper push in the playoffs. So if he goes to Sacramento, it ain't no pressure to do shit over there, but get money. Get your money. That's it. So he might be doing two things in one. He might be trying to get his money, which he definitely trying to get his money, and he trying to go somewhere where it ain't no pressure. You know what I'm saying? So because it's now pressure in Detroit to take the next step based off the season they had this past season. But they haven't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it is, and really the free agent market is
I don't know. You got to push it out.
Yeah,
NTB.
yeah, yes.
We speaking facts over here, man.
Like,
Share it
like
out.
and
Share it out.
like and share the
Right.
content. But that's the only reason I can
Subscribe.
see Jalen Duran wanting to go and sign and trade to Sacramento. You know,
Ooh, for that.
I mean, shit, they just function over there. I don't know.
Right.
Ain't no, you know. But
Hey,
Detroit has done nothing in this free agency to get better.
I mean,
They-
you right, but
They lost Isaiah Stewart. They lost Tobias Harris. You know, they still didn't go out and get a secondary scorer. They brought in John Collins, but John Collins is not the secondary scorer. You know,
I mean, but you gotta look at it. Do anybody want to go there?
I mean, based off the season they had, I'm quite sure people will want to, you know, go to Detroit. You know,
No,
they
not
had
Detroit. I'm talking about the Kings.
Oh shit, man! Ain't nobody trying to go out there unless they get drafted. Hell, you got people that's getting drafted to Sacramento that don't even want to go to Sacramento.
Right. So that again, that's gonna be like paper bags and shit.
Sacramento had a chance when Mike Brown was the coach and he won Coach of the Year and it was lighting the beam. That was their chance to kind of start winning, consistently winning, and then drawing in a free agent because they had a solid team that year. They took Jay. They took y'all 7 games. They took Golden State 7 games in the first round.
But again, even the coach that was with Denver Nuggets, he spoke out about them.
Who? Mike Malone?
Yeah, he spoke out about how they did Mike Brown,
which was crazy as hell because you traded De'Aaron Fox.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You got rid of Mike Brown first, right?
You fired Mike Brown first. Then you traded
in favor of De'Aaron Fox, and then you turn around and trade De'Aaron Fox. So why the hell did you fire Mike Brown if you was going to trade De'Aaron Fox?
Because they ain't like Mike Brown like that.
But Mike Brown, I mean, he won Coach of the Year over there for y'all.
But you gotta understand, it go back to what we've been talking about. Do some owners care about the money they coming in? Or do some owners want to succeed?
That was a solid team. They was like the beam over there. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But still, dude, we see it all the time in the NBA. How many owners really care about winning?
I don't know. Not a shit. Is more that don't care about it than the ones that do.
Right. So if I got all my fans coming to the game, I know they're a fucked up product that I put it out there. Y'all still paying me. Y'all still coming to the game to see the fucked up product on the court every night. I should their fans told them, hey, y'all gotta do better. They're like, we don't care. We got y'all money.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Sacramento. They ain't the only thing Sacramento can do now.
Clear house.
There you go. They just waived DeMar DeRozan, so they ain't getting nothing for him. Zach LaVine picked up his player option, so they got him on an expiring contract this year for like 48, 49 million. You got Sabonis over there. You got Malik Monk over there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they traded DeAndre Hunter from Cleveland over there. I think Keenan Murray still over there. Plus Darius Acuff, who they just drafted in this past draft.
He's nice. He
is. So what you're going to have to do now is some of that, like Zach LaVine is an expiring contract. That should be a tradable contract, at the deadline.
But
so you need to move him for whatever you can get to just get him off the books and get something back in return, whether it's a pick, a young player, whatever the hell you can get Just get off that contract at the deadline, even though it's expired, and get something back for it before you lose him for nothing.
Let me ask you this. You and Josh this. How long y'all been at y'all job?
Shit.
About 10 years.
About 10 years. How long you been?
Mine like 15, close to 15.
Okay. So if you got that one dude at your job that don't know shit about business, that don't know nothing about business. He don't know, I could trade this person and get somebody else. Or I could trade him and get a second round pick. He don't know that. So that the Kings. That the kind of trash shit in that front office. That the owner and the head coach, they don't know. Hey, I do trade DeRozan and get a second round pick for him.
But see, that's the thing. That's why I'm saying, like, if you had a coach like Mike Brown there, why the hell would you fire him in favor? Because remember, him and De'Aaron Fox had that. Well, he called out in the press conference a play, which everybody said he was talking about De'Aaron Fox without saying his name. Shortly after that, he got fired in favor of for the franchise to keep De'Aaron Fox, just for De'Aaron Fox to get traded to San Antonio. So why the hell would you fire a coach, a good veteran coach that hadn't won a chip, and he was on y'all bench in Golden State, Jay? He was on y'all bench as an assistant.
But once again, when you have not had something in 40 years, you don't know what to do. The last time the Kings went to the playoffs, when they had Chris Webber.
Talking about before Mike Brown?
Before Mike Brown. That meant how long? 30 years?
Talking about Chris Webber and Vlade Divac and Bobby Jackson and Mike Bibby.
All them.
Stojakovic was out there.
Right. What, 40 years?
Doug Christie. Yeah. So
So you don't know what it looked like to succeed. If you have not had that in 40 years.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. They got, they got some pieces they can trade and get something for. Like, you got Sabonis, you got Malik Monk, even though he's been dealing with some injuries, but he can come off your bench and be a damn good six man.
Right, but once again, nobody in your front office smart enough, then you don't know what you have. You don't know what you to get.
But it's almost like, why are we trading players for picks when all we do is fuck them up anyway? I mean,
right. You might well get people from the D League.
I don't know. I don't understand what's the point of keep having all these high lottery picks and you keep. I understand you could mess up a pick or two, but damn, you messing them all up. You getting top lottery picks year after year after year after year, and you messing them all up.
All of them.
I mean,
because
damn.
You don't got nobody in your front office to tell you when you fuck up. Everybody's stupid in the motherfucker. Name one person in the last 40 years. Name 4 people they had good NBA players that you said, the Kings got a legit team in the last 40 years.
Because they took Marvin Bagley with the 2nd overall pick. I mean, they could have took Luka.
But once again, you got nobody in your front office that what Carmelo Anthony used to do. When you don't got nobody that got a damn brain for themselves, to speak up for themselves, they got yes mans around that damn table. This is the kind of shit you would do.
really what you got to do is, if you really serious about winning, you got to do what the Sixers just did. You know, the Sixers been trying to get over the hump for damn near a decade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They sold trust the process to the fans. They went through Brent Brown. They went through Doc Rivers is there now. Oh, well, he was there. Nick Nurse. So they on what, their third coach?
Fourth.
They on the fourth. So who was it? Brent Brown, Doc Rivers, Nick Nurse,
and one more.
What was another one?
Yeah, I think so.
It was 3 or 4 coaches. They don't went during trusting the process, and you know they had the Ben Simmons thing. They traded Ben Simmons, got back James Harden. That didn't work.
Right.
You know, it's only so much they can do. They chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler.
That's where they fucked up, man.
Right. Yeah, they chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. In that time frame, they got beat by the Heat, they got beat by Boston, they got beat by Toronto, they got beat by Atlanta. So it's not like they getting beat by the same team. They got beat by different teams.
Right. You gotta look at it again.
And then so they just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna hire the guy that know what he's doing." Bob Myers.
Right.
Get Darren Moore, get the hell out of here. Darren Moore, you out. Bob Myers, come on.
Again.
He go to check. Put your number on the check.
Right.
The job is yours.
You got to bring people in that know about basketball. You to look at Bob Myers' resume and he said, "Oh, I was the GM that helped the Warriors win 3 championships." That speaks volume right there.
Yeah.
I put this team together basically. What do we need to talk about? It on my resume. The Kings don't do that. They don't go out and get the dude that got a really good resume besides Mike Brown. And when you do get somebody that got a good resume, let him grow the team. Let him stay there more than 2 years.
Yeah.
Give him in like 4 years. I mean,
them Philly fans, they got tired of that trusting the process, that they felt like they got sold something that wasn't really.
Well, Philly fucked up when they gave Embiid all that money.
They did. They should never gave, and I agree with you there. Embiid wasn't healthy with the Sixers.
Right.
They should have been shopping him then. Embiid chose to go and play Team USA ball. All of a sudden, you couldn't be healthy enough to play for us, but all of a sudden, you healthy enough to play for Team USA.
Right.
So you play for Team USA, then you get the extension, and then you come back not ready. Mm-hmm. Now you don't have Embiid, healthy to start the season, and you done gave him a contract. That's Daryl Morey. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I believe Daryl Morey was gonna give James Harden an extension, but I think ownership stepped in and stopped that because James Harden and Daryl Morey was tight. They was boys from their Houston days.
Right. Well, again, you gotta look at it. What James Harden are you going to get? It's 2 different James Hardens. Have we seen it during the season?
You got regular season and playoffs.
And the playoffs, he be like, "Which way to go, George? Which way to go? Oh, I got to bounce the ball and put it in the hole."
Now that's what that he might need to be under investigation because the way he played in the regular season is completely different from how he played in the playoffs. And it's not just 1 year; it's every year is like that.
Yeah, every year James Harden been like that since he left the Thunder. When he went to Houston, he was like that.
I don't know what.
When he went to Houston, he was like that.
Um,
Every team, he be like that. So again, you got to know what these players are worth. If they're not showing you nothing during the playoffs, why would you pay them that big money?
At this point, man, some people that's getting paid the money like James Harden is getting paid off a name and what they did.
Right.
It's not like they getting paid off of what they gonna do.
Right. But again, if I'm on that battlefield, I want the dude next to me fighting. I don't want him to just stop.
I don't want him out there bullshit now.
Right. That bullshitting on the battlefield? No. If I see you bullshitting, I'll be like, I'll be cussing you the fuck out my damn self. I'll be like, your punk ass making all this damn money and you don't show the fuck up in the playoffs? What the fuck wrong with you?
And you know it's crazy you said that, because speaking of James Harden, he said that he was gonna wait to sign a new deal with the Cavs so he can, so they can have flexibility to go after Bron. So you think Bron go back to Cleveland, or he gonna end up somewhere else like Golden State, like you were saying earlier?
It's 3 teams: the Warriors, Cleveland, and Miami. Well, it's 2 teams. He will not put up with Pat Riley shit in Miami.
I don't think they repaired their relationship enough to the point where he'll go back.
Right.
And then if I'm Eric Spoelstra, I wouldn't want him back because you tried to get me fired, bro.
Right.
And then when you couldn't do it, you want to leave. You left.
Right. So it's 2 teams that will put up with his bullshit: the Warriors and the Cavs.
The Warriors will put up with anybody's bullshit, because if they put up with Draymond Green,
they put up with Draymond.
They put up with anybody's shit.
Yeah, because Draymond a straight clown.
But what I'm saying, what other teams you think we come out and say, "Hey, we want LeBron over here"?
I think Philly is trying to get him too.
I don't think, if I feel it, I would not even get him. But he will fuck up, but y'all got one.
But Rich Paul said that it's gonna be a while before they make a decision on where to go. Now, when he said that, I was thinking like, yeah, man, it probably is. But then again, I got to thinking again. A lot of teams probably not about to give up, or I ain't gonna say give up nothing, because you ain't got to get nothing to get Bron. He's a free agent. You can just sign him. And he said he'll take the money ain't the thing right now. He's just trying to chase a chip. So he's not looking for max money. But before I say what I was about to say, I'm still trying to figure out, if money is not the thing, why the hell would you leave LA when you had the franchise hog tied by the nuts? Like the Lakers couldn't really do nothing without going through you. They did everything for you. They drafted your son, which is something they probably wouldn't have done if you didn't want it done. You know, they traded all them players away to get to the Pelicans to get AD. You know, yeah, you got a chip in the bubble out of that, but you know, Frank Vogel fired. So, you know, Darvin Ham fired. I don't think they would have hired JJ Redick if LeBron James didn't do that podcast with JJ Redick basically saying, this is the guy I want, without saying this is the guy I want. Because that's all they did was talk basketball X's and O's from a coach and player standpoint.
To me, the only good thing about LeBron, man, he go to a team, he get a player a big money contract. Everything he been on, the Cavs, he got what the dude was married to, not Kim, Kim.
Are you talking about Tristan Thompson?
Yeah, he got him paid. Miami, he got Chris Bosh paid. The Lakers, he got his son paid. We don't see this
But you know, another thing I think with what happened out there in LA is I think that Bron and Clutch Sports was pissed off how they went about the Luka Doncic thing. I don't think, and this is why I keep trying to tell people, this is why I don't believe Bron knew about the Luka Doncic trade. I believe LeBron found out about it after they had made the deal, which is probably right before the public found out about it. Usually, when something like that happens, it goes through LeBron and Rich Paul. They the first to know. I don't think they knew. I think this was like the new ownership's way of taking back control of the Lakers from Clutch Sports. Because they traded his boy. Remember, AD was the guy that they traded all those players and picks to the Pelicans to get after LeBron got there.
Right.
So that was LeBron's guy. That was LeBron's move that he pulled. And then they go behind his back. Well, I ain't gonna say behind his back because he on the team, but they go and do a deal to trade for the future franchise player of the Lakers to replace LeBron. And I don't think Bron and Clutch like that. They had to, at the time when it happened, they had to act like they liked the move, but they was blindsided. So they had to act like it at the time. But now they really pissed about it.
Do you remember with his agent was talking all that shit about the dude just got paid off the Lakers?
You said who now?
LeBron agent Rich Paul just was talking all that shit about the dude on the Lakers that just got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told the Lakers front office, y'all need to trade Austin Reeves. Y'all don't know about that?
See, the thing is, like, they could ask the Lakers front office to do stuff, but it didn't equate to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got our franchise tied by the nuts. We doing everything for you. Because remember now, they didn't re-sign Caruso.
Right.
Didn't they choose to keep what's name Horton Tucker?
I don't know.
However, I can't even, I don't know if it's Horton Tucker, Jalen Horton Tucker. I think that's his name. They chose to keep him. They didn't re-sign Caruso because Horton Tucker was LeBron's guy. That's who LeBron liked. Everything the franchise did was for him. Now, if it wasn't for LeBron being out there, over half of the shit that they did for him, they wouldn't have done. They wouldn't have drafted his son if LeBron wasn't there. They probably wouldn't have traded for AD if LeBron wasn't there because they was in a rebuilding process when they traded for AD. Look at all the players they traded. Josh Hart they traded. Lonzo they traded. Julius Randle they traded. Brandon Ingram they traded. They were in a rebuilding process with young pieces, and they traded all that along with picks to get AD to speed up the process.
But that what happened.
Timeline.
That what happened when you got this man to come to LA, Magic Johnson, and told him he's the face of the NBA. Then they fired Magic Johnson. I think if Magic Johnson was still there, none of this shit would have popped off, in my opinion. Remember, Magic Johnson told what her name, Bus,
Jeannie
the
Buss.
daughter, told her, look, you need to fire that GM. He don't know what the fuck he doing.
Rob Pelinka.
You need to fire him. Let me get in my job. And she was like, no, you would go before he get fired. And what happened? Magic Johnson said, you know what? Y'all done had this shit.
I'm out of here.
I'm gone. Only I deal with this. My baseball team making money. The Dodgers.
All my business that I got my hands in is successful making money. So
making money. I don't need the bullshit. So ever since then, it's been suspect. The GM doing fucked up shit to try and please LeBron. You can't please LeBron.
Man, how many times have we seen it? And I'm not on here to bash LeBron, but I'm just pointing out facts. How many times have we seen a franchise bend over backwards that he had hog tied by the nuts, doing what he wanted them to do just for him to leave?
Man,
And now the franchise got to spend the next 2 to 3 years trying to
get
rebuild
back
to
on
even get back close to what they was
man,
before they traded away what they had.
the Cavs, Miami, the Lakers. It's
So,
been many.
My thing, yeah, that's why I'm saying that, in my opinion, they can say they wasn't pissed all they want, but their actions don't add up to what they saying.
Right.
Because if you weren't pissed at the Lakers, then why would you say that? Why would you tell the Lakers that you was not gonna take a discount? You wanted max money. Then when the Lakers said we can't pay you max money, then you leave, make the announcement, and say that you're not returning to the Lakers. Now the Lakers didn't say they didn't want you. The Lakers said didn't want you at max money. Now, if you was willing to take a pay cut to stay with the Lakers, then the Lakers would have gladly had you back, want you back. But you wanted close to max money, and the Lakers said we can't give you that.
Right.
So
I think LeBron know Father Time's catching up with him. So he like, shit, Father, I don't got too many more years to play in the NBA. I'm already gonna get what I can now. I'm already go to the Warriors or go to the Cavs or wherever the fuck he gonna go. I think that's how LeBron thinking about it. I think LeBron said, shit, the Lakers, we not gonna do nothing. I'm already gonna get the fuck on.
But I'm saying, like, if you were willing to take a pay cut for the Lakers to make better moves, why wouldn't you do that and stay in LA? That's what I mean by they pissed off about how that whole Luka Doncic thing went down. They pissed off that they went and traded for they went and traded for the franchise player and brought another superstar player in there for the future, and they phasing LeBron out, and he was pissed off about that. That's what I'm saying. Because if you're willing to take a pay cut to help another team, why the hell you wouldn't take a pay cut to help the team where you at that went and got Luka Doncic? That's what I'm saying.
I really think LeBron just did not want to be there no more. If somebody shitting on you all the time, and you know how they say actions speak louder than words. Right, you don't gotta tell me you shitted on me. You just show me you shitted on me by bringing in this player, by getting that player. You don't got to tell me. You just to show me who you bringing in here. And I just playing 30 games, 60 games.
But at some point, when it comes to business, because that's at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's business. The Lakers is a business. It's a brand. It was that before LeBron got there. It was that while LeBron was there, and it's gonna continue to be that after LeBron. So you can't just always think about the present. You gotta think about the future. So if we done all these moves, everything you asked us to do, we've done it to the point where we feel like we can't keep doing this no more because it ain't getting us nowhere. What? So now we gotta take control over our business and do what's in the best interest moving forward for our brand and our business, which is getting another space of the franchise in here, another superstar player in here, and Luka Doncic. We can't not move forward because you dictating the moves when you ain't gonna be in the NBA for another 2 years? Tops.
2 years.
We gotta think beyond 2 years.
The most.
We gotta think beyond that. So and to me, Lakers, like I said, the Lakers is a brand in the business. LeBron is a brand in the business. I understand what you want that, but you also got to understand the other side of the business too. It can't be like that. So,
but
I mean,
you gotta understand. Did they sell the Lakers? Don't they got a new owner now?
Yeah, the guy that owned the Dodgers.
So he might think, shit, I don't like LeBron like that. I'm gonna bring in my guys who I like.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, they were willing to keep LeBron and wanted LeBron, but they didn't want him at max or close to max dollars.
That might
He didn't
say
want to take the pay cut.
right.
But then when he announced that he was not returning to the Lakers, now he's willing to take the pay cut for somebody else. That's why I'm saying that when that front office made the decision to trade for Luka Doncic, and that right there was that was a message saying, look, we moving off LeBron. We would like to keep him, but we can't keep him at max dollars, and we can't keep him at making the cost of making decisions for the franchise, because we got to move forward. We can't stay stagnant right here doing what he want, when he wanted, how he wanted. We got to move forward because he ain't got, but like you said, a couple years left. So we can't just.
The new owner might have said, fuck LeBron, steal my French. The owner might have said, you know what, you're not our guy. We don't like you like that. We won't go yonder. We seen it last year and the year before. We were on here, we were like, look, you seen how many games LeBron been playing? And how many minutes during the season? We said that on here. I think you said, Ralph, yeah, LeBron might be on his way out.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to Shannon. Now she was like, fuck LeBron. I don't like what he do to teams. This what she mean. This. You got to start all the way over to develop players with LeBron leave. This was she was talking about.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to, when you get LeBron, you might as well go ahead and have in your mind, we got to do what he want right now.
Right. You got to do what he want, when he want, and how he
want.
Right
now. We can't do nothing for 2 years from now. We got to do something for this season right now. So if you're not willing to go all in and push all your chips in on the table when you get LeBron for that season, then you might as well not even get him. It's a waste.
Right, a waste of time.
Because he wanted like right then he wanted.
Right. If he go to the Warriors, he got David Draymond Green crazy ass over there. LeBron, you want that shit?
So let me ask you, if he go to the Warriors or if he go to any, does that put a stain on his legacy somewhat? Because the longer you play and don't win, it's like that wasn't successful, because that's the only reason you still playing. You're not playing because you need the money. I mean, you're not playing. You're playing because you're trying to win. And the longer you play and don't win, and you still got power to dictate certain, moves made on the roster and this, that, and the third, and you picking coaches and you picking the roster and you still playing and you're not winning. So does that put a stain on his legacy to some degree, slightly?
A stain been on that. When he chose to go to Miami, when he chose to go back to the Cavs, when he chose to go to the Lakers, a stain been on his shit. If you listen to all the Hall of Famers, they said LeBron trying to be like Michael Jordan, but he would never be like Mike because Mike stay at one place.
So did Kobe.
Right. So Kobe did. If you look at all the Hall of Famers, what they say, LeBron would never be like Mike. He keep on going from teams to teams. So you already got stains everywhere you go. What the difference now?
Let me ask you another question. Would you consider his time in LA a success or failure?
A failure.
Okay.
Because to me, in my opinion, I think the Lakers could have got 2 chips instead of 1.
So which other chip outside of that bubble chip you think they could have got? Without, I'm saying with or without LeBron. You saying with LeBron, they should have had at least 2?
Yeah, with LeBron, they should have had too. To me, in my opinion. You got talent. Talent, wherever LeBron goes, talent follow him.
So I mean, that's tough because Frank Vogel fired, Darvin Ham fired. You know,
Right.
shit, we ain't even gonna name the players that got traded. You know,
got traded, went somewhere else. They did almost better.
You got Caruso. You know, ended up in OKC after leaving Chicago and getting a chip.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know, bro. It's just a lot of
when you bring on LeBron, you bring it on a diva mentality. Can we agree on that?
When you bring on LeBron, you pretty much just pretty much just tied your nuts together and handed to him to do whatever he wants.
Right. You be like, all right, LeBron, you here now. Pick out your team.
Yeah.
Who you want to be here?
If you don't want the coach, let me know. He gone.
Right, he gone. Who you want to be here, LeBron? Oh, you want Caruso? Okay. You want Rondo? Okay. You want who else they had? Dwight Howard? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, does it add a stain because you picking the team and you still not winning with it?
Yeah.
And that's the only reason you still playing is to win a chip.
Yeah. I don't think, me personally, I don't think he will get close to another championship.
This is what, year 23?
Yeah. Let's think about it. If he goes to the Warriors, who they got over there besides the starters?
Besides who? Steph and who?
The starters over there. Who they got?
Oh, Steph, Draymond, Jimmy, Al Horford signed back, Porzingis back. They got the boy Podziemski. He over there. Moody. But I think Moody gonna be out for because he had an ugly injury. Yeah. So I'm not, you can't count him because he's gonna be out for a while. Yeah, he had a bad injury.
So with the Cavs, who do they got?
Cleveland. Well, I'm glad you said that because I read something today where the Cleveland Cavaliers is prepared to trade Jared Allen if they get LeBron James so they can get better floor spacing.
But you all understand that you still gonna need a big man.
So if they do get LeBron, just go ahead and be prepared for Jared Allen to be traded somewhere. That'll give them Evan Mobley had to play the 5, LeBron will play the 4. I'm not sure who's gonna play the 3. Then you got Donovan Mitchell and then James Harden will be back. I think Dennis Schroeder's still there because they lost Dean Wade. They lost him to the Sixers.
Yeah.
They lost another
on that contract.
Yeah, and they lost another guy. I think they lost him to the Brooklyn Nets. Ellis, who they got in the trade from Sacramento.
So, but what I'm saying, who can they depend on?
I don't know, and I can't tell you who coming off their bench.
See what I mean? You
don't
got no guy that you know he will give you a bucket coming off the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know who coming off Cleveland bench.
Now, I'm not saying they don't have one, but we don't know about him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We don't know if you got somebody, LeBron having a bad night, Hardy having a bad night, Spider having a bad night. Who else will carry the weight over there?
Let me see who are coming off their bench. That's crazy. I can't even see who. I can't even remember. Max Strus still there. Yeah, Dennis Schroeder still there. Jalen Tyson there. Shit. Thomas Bryant, Tyrese Proctor. There's no real
See what I mean?
solid, you know.
Right. No solid player coming off the sideline that we know about.
So I'm wondering who would they trade?
Right.
Oh, who would they get back in a trade by
Who?
trading Jared Allen? Probably
Right.
some bench, some
But I would
solid
not
role players
even.
off the bench.
Me personally, I would not even trade Allen. I would not trade that man. You need a big body that will show up. He showed the fuck up in the playoffs. He better than that other dude. What the other dude's name? Mosley?
Evan Mobley.
Yeah, he don't do shit. You need to trade him.
But the thing, they say they want floor space, and Evan Mobley can space the floor out. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that fits into what the reason why they would trade Jared Allen is for better
I
floor
just
space.
saying, I would keep somebody that bring defense.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm thinking when Rich Paul says it's gonna be a while before LeBron make a decision. I'm just thinking about from a standpoint, there are teams that want LeBron, but I don't think there's as many teams that want to change up everything
Right.
about their team to bring him on board for 2 years at max.
Right. And after those 2 years, you got to build the team up again.
Start over again, yeah. Now, money wise, like he said, he'll the minimum. You know what I mean? He ain't getting the max. He damn sure ain't getting the max from a contender because most of the contenders has got their money already near the apron, so they ain't gonna be able to afford to just bring LeBron in. And he's a free agent, so it's not like you can trade money off the books to bring his money on the books. You're gonna have to sign him. They don't have that max money available to sign him for a contender.
If you put LeBron on the Warriors, can that Warrior team keep up with the younger players?
So even if LeBron goes to the Warriors, do they beat OKC?
No.
Do they beat San Antonio?
No.
Could they beat Minnesota?
No.
Could they beat Houston?
They might beat Houston.
What about Denver? Even though Denver ain't done much of nothing either, they lost Tim Hardaway Jr.
No, because why? They got a big body. Again, if he go to the Warriors, what big body player they got to keep up with Rudy Gobert?
Rudy Gobert? Well, shit, they got Porzingis came back. Al Horford. I don't really consider Rudy Gobert a threat.
No, when I'm talking about presence wise, like defense wise.
Oh, I mean, they a big body Porzingis back in Golden State, and
that man weigh $105.
Then Al Horford back, but I'm not sure how much you gonna get from Al Horford. The father time kicking in for Al. What didn't kick in? I ain't think it's done kicked in.
He might play 15 minutes a night, maybe 10. So again, a lot of these teams trying to get younger to keep up with San Antonio, to keep up with OKC, to keep up with the Hawks, the New York Knicks, Detroit, Orlando. A lot of these teams trying to get younger. If you don't got no big body, at least 2 big bodies that decent in the center, you not going nowhere.
So, you don't. If you go to Golden State, you don't think they make a deep playoff run. They make the playoffs, but they don't make a deep run.
Right. I think they made the playoffs, but not a deep playoff Though you got Minnesota right there. You got the Denver Nuggets right there. You got OKC. You got Houston. You got.
I don't really think Denver really done nothing. You know,
I mean,
Denver, they lost Tim Hardaway to Miami, but
what did Tim Hardaway do?
I mean, he was coming off the bench. I don't think he was a starter. I think he was coming off the bench.
No, what I'm saying, like, if you were the GM, I tell you, oh, Tim Hardaway, a free agent, will you be like, all right, we need to go and sign him, or will you say, no, go get somebody else?
I mean, I would sign Tim Hardaway for the right money. You know what I mean? I think, you know, for what he's gonna do in Miami for the money he's getting. I mean, that's what they need. They need somebody that can shoot off the bench.
Right, but what did he do with Denver? What I'm trying to say, was he a problem in Denver?
What you mean, like
15 points, 10 rebounds, a problem like that in the playoffs. I did not see him in the playoffs. His body was there.
Let me see, what was his stats in the playoffs?
Or 18 points and 5 rebounds. I did not. His body there, but getting buckets like that.
He did. He averaged 14 points. 14, 3, and 1. He shot 45% from the field. I mean, that's solid to come off the bench.
That's solid, yeah.
Yeah, to come off the bench.
The Hawks been win tonight. I
don't. I don't know what Denver. I really don't know what else they can do, because you this far into free agency. You know, all the big wigs, then pretty much, unless you're gonna make a trade for somebody. But as far as signing somebody, all the big wigs then fail, and most of that was through trade. Like Giannis was a trade, Jaylen Brown was a trade. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a whole lot of big names.
Right. I think they need like 2 more pieces.
Then Melo Ball got traded. So
right.
Miles Bridges got traded. So a lot of stuff was via trade.
I mean,
so I don't.
You gotta do something.
Yeah, to me, is Bron gonna go? It's gonna be down to Cleveland, Golden State.
Right.
I don't know what the deciding factor gonna be to where he choose to go, but it's gonna be down to one of those two. Cleveland is going back.
And what's up, my cousin, Ernest?
That Dennis, what's happening, Dennis? It's gonna be down to one of them two teams, Cleveland or of course going back home or going to Golden State to play with his boy Steph.
I mean, I want him to stay in the West anyway, yo.
It's gonna be exciting to look at with him in Golden State. Between him and Steph, they older. You know what I'm saying?
No, it just happened 10 years ago.
It's different.
It'd be different. It'd be a lot different. But it happened this summer.
But he just can't, in my opinion, you just can't keep going and not win and not winning.
But that what happened when you chose this.
Because that's the only reason he's still playing is to get another chip. So if you keep playing and you ain't getting them, like
you know what I mean?
You kind of still holding people hostage with your decision.
Right.
Like people waiting on you to make a decision, even though you're not getting a max. So it's not like they have to create space for a max contract because you're not getting the max. But you waiting on teams to see what else they gonna add and what they got coming or whatever, and then they waiting on you to make a decision so they can add, So
Right.
everybody just kind of at a standstill, looking at each other, waiting on each other.
That everybody like that Spider-Man meme.
Oh yeah,
They're like,
you, me, you.
what? So I mean, I don't know,
Yeah, I don't know either. It's gonna be
but we
it's
gonna
go-
find out.
yeah, we're gonna find out. But real quick,
What?
let me ask you, who would you consider winners and losers in NBA free agency? It could be a team
Ooh.
or a player.
Now, is that with the draft or with
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the draft?
just with the draft, just free agency period with the draft. You know,
Well, I got two teams. Well, really three.
that lost or
That
won.
won. That won.
Oh, 3 winners. Okay, who you got?
I got OKC because they got that big dude. How you pronounce his name in the draft?
Daymar.
Dan Murray. I got the Sixers because they got Jaylen Brown. Shout out to my boy Dennis Holmes.
Philly.
And I got the Hawks because we finally got a big man. We finally got a big man.
Yeah, they got I don't know, bro. I think Detroit is a loser in the free agency because they haven't added that secondary score that they needed.
Yeah.
I think Philly is a winner because they got Jaylen Brown. Miami, they did get Giannis.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I would say that's a win for Miami because not only did they get Giannis, but they also got him away from another Eastern Conference team.
Yeah.
They got him away from another Eastern Conference team. So
now they gotta put shooters around there.
Mm-hmm.
Around Giannis and Bam. You
Right,
got to put. You got. If I'm Pat Riley, I calling everybody agent. Hey, will you take $5 million for?
Then
because I need shooters now. This the same thing with LeBron, Dwayne, and Chris Bosh went to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing. Miami, the whole offseason got nothing but shooters around them. Now you finna do the same thing with Giannis and Bam. You got to get shooters.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think you can say San Antonio was a winner too because they added some more size, and they added Tobias Harris, which is a guy that's not gonna cut into Stephon Castle. He's not gonna cut into Dylan Harper. He's not gonna cut into. He's gonna kind of.
But now you got a problem on your hands now.
Yeah.
Will they trade Fox?
Yeah. When they to my San Antonio.
Yeah. Do they need to go and trade Fox somewhere?
They probably will.
Because the backup player for Fox, he mad right now.
Yeah, they eventually will, because they got to make way for Dylan Harper. They can't keep holding him back. He's ready to go.
Right. So, who will take on that contract?
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's some money right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's teams that could use point guards, but
will you, like you just said, will you trade a player for him?
Probably an expiring contract or something like that you don't want no more.
Right.
And I doubt it that a rebuilding team do it because that's probably not the way to go when you're rebuilding to take on that kind of contract
Right.
with a player that's, and I'm not talking bad about De'Aaron Fox, but you just usually don't rebuild that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I mean,
What up, Dan?
we gotta look at it. Since the draft and free agent, all these teams good now.
yeah,
Who really need a point guard? Houston got what's his name back?
Fred
That,
VanVleet.
yeah, he healthy,
Phoenix need a point guard.
but again, what do Phoenix got to give up to get
To get what point guard? Who you? Which
Fox?
Oh, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Depending on what San Antonio need. Because they just, I mean, San Antonio just got Miles Bridges from the Hornets. You know, but I just don't think San Antonio.
No, Miles Bridges went to Phoenix.
That's what I'm saying. From the Hornets, Miles he went to Phoenix. But I'm not. I don't really. They just Phoenix need a point guard, but Phoenix don't have nothing that San Antonio need now. You know what I'm saying? They just got Tobias Harris, and they got good guard play with Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper.
Right.
And, you know, they got Wemby. You know what I mean? They just drafted some big to add to the team. And the only thing they could use now is maybe another piece or two off the bench.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they don't really – they don't I mean, they don't really have nothing in Phoenix that San Antonio could use. Let me look up the Phoenix roster because I feel like I'm looking at somebody.
Phoenix – if that dude get a point guard where they tell the face of that franchise, you just go back, play the way you used to play, Booker, he the one bring the ball up most of the time.
And it's going to have to become a point where they move Devin Booker. So, see what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to move. It's gonna, I mean, as much as he's been your guy, you know, for the franchise, shit, you're gonna have to. It's gonna come a time you're gonna have to just say, look, man, we got too many of the same players, and you gotta play them out of position. Shit.
You gotta be like, hey, dog, we giving you too much money.
Because Devin Booker and Jalen Green play the same position.
Right.
Neither one of them is a point guard, and they need a point guard. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what DeJounte Murray is doing down there in New Orleans. What New Orleans doing with DeJounte Murray, if he healthy enough. But
I got a feeling he's going to be the next one to get traded.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray.
Yeah. I mean, he a good player. I wish we would never gave up all those draft picks to get him.
Get him in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah. But I wanted him in Atlanta. But we just gave up too much to get him.
Boston a loser too.
Boston, I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't see Boston doing shit this year. Y'all tell me in the comments, is I wrong about Boston? Do y'all see Boston doing anything?
Is Minnesota winning by trading for LaMelo Ball?
Yes. That another team needed a point guard.
They need a playmaker. They got one. How far does that push them into the playoffs? Is that a second round exit team?
I could see that going to the third round.
So you got them going to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, but it just depends how they come together. To me, in my opinion, it's gonna be Minnesota, and it could be Minnesota, and I would like to see Houston or Phoenix in there. I don't want to see OKC no more. I know they might be the team that beat in there, OKC, because they got Amari in the draft. But I could see, I would like to see Minnesota do something. They just race Ant-Man career like y'all did Kevin Garnett. And if y'all don't get it done this year coming up, then Ant-Man need to go.
You said he need to go?
If they don't get it done this year,
I thought they was probably gonna sign Hachimura from the Lakers, but you know he ended up signing with the Clippers.
Right. I mean, if Minnesota,
they lost Julius Randle, they lost Naz Reid in the LaMelo Ball trade, and I thought they was just gonna sign Hachimura, but
Randle shit, he need to go back to the D League. I'm sorry, that man sorry as hell.
Vando.
Yeah, that man sorry ass. Hey, I would not even send him to Orlando. Send that man to the D League.
To the D League.
To the D League. You been in the NBA for all these years and you don't do shit in the playoffs? Nothing? Nothing. That let me know. Send his back down to the D League. That's what I would do. You not doing shit in the playoffs. You made a name for yourself, and you're not doing nothing. You're not helping Ant-Man out, and you know Ant-Man was injured, and you ain't step up to the plate. Yeah, I sent him to the D League.
Yeah, man, it's well, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's been a lot of movement, some good movement, but the East got a little better. You know, teams that were already good got better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we'll see, because it's gonna be should be a hell of a season coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on who stay healthy and not.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen. That's part of the game, but
yeah,
we'll have to see how it all play out.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the comments, man. Appreciate the love and support. Like, share, and continue to like, share, and subscribe to the content. Damn,
Right.
Like, share, subscribe to the content. Appreciate y'all, man.
You
like
want to talk about the Lions corner?
Oh man, Tyrion Arnold, man, ain't really much to say about it. He a dumbass, man. He just
again. These players need OGs around them. These young players, you need OGs for time like this. Real talk. Because I think I don't know about y'all, but when I was coming up and when an OG seen I'm fucking up, that OG would tell me, dog, go take your ass in the house. Take your ass in the house or something. You know what I'm saying? OG would tell me, dog, you fucking up. No, don't mess up your career. Take your ass in the house. That's why you need older people around you for time like this.
Yeah. So I don't know, but he about to toss his career away, and then the people that they did the robbery against wasn't even the right people that the people they robbed didn't have nothing to do with the robbery.
Well, I would not say he tossed his career away because
he got robbery charges.
Well, again, we seen what my pass rusher did this offseason.
Yeah, but that ain't
Right.
robbery charges.
Right. I with you on that.
Yeah.
But you better go get a good lawyer out there. You better go get the best lawyer money could buy.
Yeah. It was just stupid, man.
It's stupid.
Just look at all these from not only him, but look at the Henry Ruggs situation, look at the Rasheed Rice situation, look at all these situations, even your boy James Pierce, look at all these situations, and that's just stay as far away from that as you can.
Right. That's why you need OGs around you to teach you. Be like, take your ass in the house. Go sit the fuck down somewhere.
Exactly.
Go. You don't want to mess up the bag. Take your ass in the house, motherfucker. Still my friend. Go somewhere and sit down. You see what I'm saying? I've been real here.
Right.
My OG just passed 10 years ago. One of my best friends, and I was messing up. He be like, "Dog, go in the house. Go sit down." That's what my OG would tell me. And real talk, we need more OGs for people like this out here that keep it 100 with you.
Right.
Shout out to my cousin, Ernest, in the chat. That's my blood cousin. He keep it 100 with me. Shout out to my homeboy, Dennis Holmes. He keep it 100 with me. With you too, Ralph, Josh. Y'all keep it 100 with me. Not too many dudes out here will keep it 100 with people.
Right.
So, I mean, that's all I can say. I mean,
yeah, that's all you can say. It was just stupid.
It's stupid, and he needs prayer, and he needs some real dudes around here.
Yeah,
he needs real people around here, real family members around here.
Yeah, he lucky he got a bond. So
right.
Because at first they denied him a bond.
Yeah, they were like, and his ex-head coach, college coach, talked up for him, Nick Saban. I mean, I don't like Nick Saban, but hey, he talked up for the young man.
It is what it is.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to see what come out of that, but I already know it ain't nothing good because he's going to be facing a whole year-long suspension anyway, in my opinion, if he do somehow get out of this, but I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to end up doing a little time on something. You know what I'm saying? You can't just dismiss these armed robbery charges. You know what I'm saying?
He better do something.
Robbery charges.
Right. And not for the week.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
But
everybody
like and share the show. We try our best. Keep it 100 with everybody. So,
like, share, comment, and subscribe to the content. So peace.
Peace.
All right, fellas.
All right. Well, Josh.
Yeah.
We finished.
Okay.
All right.